Salams and welcome. Thank you for joining me in another episode of the Quran in English, Basics for Beginners. A'udhu billahi minash shaitani rajeem. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Chapter 62 of the Quran, Surah 62, Surah Al-Jumu'ah, the Friday Assembly Prayer, verse 5 out of 11 verses. The similitude of those who were charged with the obligations of the Mosaic law, but who subsequently failed in those obligations, is that of a donkey, which carries huge tomes. The word tomes means a very thick book, like an encyclopedia, a fat book of knowledge, right? So let's start again. The similitude of those who were charged with the obligations of the Mosaic law, but who subsequently failed in those obligations, the similitude is that of a donkey which carries huge tomes but understands them not. Evil is the similitude of people who falsify the signs of Allah, and Allah guides not people who do wrong. In simple terms, this has got a very broad and general meaning that if you have a book, you can have a best book in the world. But if you're just going to carry it around with you without opening, you're not going to get any value out of it. Similarly, in South Africa, we've got the best constitution in the world. But if some of our honorable members of parliament or government are not even opening the constitution or reading it, then how are we going to have an effective and beautiful country? Similarly, if you want to be a medical doctor, you need to open that book and put the knowledge into your brain and then put it into practical implementation. If you want to become a Hafiz al-Quran, you need to open the Quran, read it, and put it into your heart, mind, body, and soul. Yet they were given so valuable information and knowledge, but they did not want to implement it. Evil is the similitude of people who falsify the signs of Allah, and Allah guides not people who do wrong. Say, O you that stand on Judaism, if you think that you are friends to Allah to the exclusion of other people, then express your desire for death if you are truthful. And they will never express their desire for death. These are the same people who want to live forever, and these are the same people involved in laboratory experiments and so on to retain their youth and avoid old age and so on. They hate death because in addition to the crime that they have committed, they know what they have done. But never will they express their desire for death because of the deeds their hands have sent on before them. And Allah knows well those that do wrong. The hundreds of thousands of Palestinians, the children, the pregnant, the elderly, the unarmed that have been killed by the joint forces of the Jews and the Christians from America. Soldiers killing unarmed civilians, raping, mutilating, bombing buildings on them, torturing them, sodomizing them. All of that, Allah knows exactly what they have done. And these people know what they are doing, as they are still doing as of the joint attack on Iran. Iran has never attacked another nation. Iran, yet there are false flags, false conspiracies, lies being made, and now once again innocent men, women, and children are dying. Allah knows exactly what they are doing. The millions who have died in Libya, Afghanistan, the war in Iraq. 20 years ago, we were given the same lie. Attack Iraq, there's weapons of mass destruction. Those missiles, those Scud missiles will hit Britain in 45 minutes. And Tony Blair and George Bush and everyone started attacking Iraq. There's no weapons of mass destruction. Now we are fed the same lie again. No, Iran got nuclear weapons. They're going to destroy the whole world. They no nuclear weapons. I mean, a few months ago, America sent these huge B-2 bombers that destroyed all the nuclear weapon sites. They destroyed all the laboratories. So they've destroyed everything. So what more do they want to do? So these are the people who deal in lies and they deal in warfare. They talk about peace, but they do the exact opposite. Say, the death from which you flee will truly overtake you. It's a guarantee one day they're all going to die. It's a guarantee. Whether whatever the way is, like any other human being, they're all going to die, and then they're going to stand in front of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and that's a guarantee. Day of judgment alone is 50,000 years. It'll be so nice to see what these people are going through on that great day. Say, the death from which you flee will truly overtake you. Then will you be sent back to the knower of things secret and open, and he will tell you the truth of the things that you did. The angels, the recording angels, will produce massive hard drives of all the evil that the people have done. Video recordings of everything. Even though they tried to hide the media, they did media blackouts, they did internet blackouts, but you cannot do internet blackouts from the angels. You cannot deceive the angels. Angels are there. Angels don't use internet technology. They got other technologies that humans can't even imagine. But stay well, look after yourself. Alhamdulillah.